Yo, 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 welcome back to my channel. This is DaLastSnow, you can call me Snow for short. This is my first deck profile to do for the year, and I wanted to do it on a Bardock starter deck, the budget way to actually start up for all the newcomers that's trying to find a way to get in the game, not back in the game, but to get in the game. I got a little small deck profile for you guys. It's definitely competitive. You can still compete with it, but it's on a budget limit. Um, if you like the deck profile and you want me to do an advanced deck profile for it, just hit up the comment below and just let me know with a thumbs up. Before we start, if you new, just press that follow button, subscribe to my channel. I'm on Twitch as DaLastSnow, YouTube DaLastSnow as well. So hopefully you guys follow, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. So let's start it off with the leader. The leader Bardock. Attack is at 15,000. When attacking, draw a card. Awaken at 4. Just a regular standard. And then when he awakens, he's at 20,000 attack. When attacking, draw a card. Then this card gets 5,000 power for the turn. Well, not for the turn, for the battle. So basically, you'll be attacking like if it was a regular 25,000 attack leader. So it's definitely a good plus that you're getting that extra bonus, especially when most of the leaders now are at 20,000. So you get that extra 5. So people has to counter with a 10k and over. His activate battle is on your turn once per turn. Look at the top card of your deck and use up one battle card with the Bardock's crew and its special traits in a combo. Place the rest at the top or the bottom of his deck. So it's definitely good because with this card you can self-manipulate the top of your deck. So you get to see what's the next card in your deck to see if you want to keep it there, or you could just put it at the bottom. So it's definitely a plus when it comes to Bardock. Bardock is basically built on combo power. Unlike SS4 Goku, but that's like another YouTube video we could talk about. But right now it's just Bardock. So Bardock is definitely good, and he's been doing good in locals and in the client. So this is a must leader that you want to use if you want to start it on Dragon Ball Fusion World. Just on the budget, when it comes down to this deck, you should get 2 of the starter decks to build this deck, and then I'll show you the 2 cards or 2 to 3 cards that you'll get from the booster box, or you could just go to TCG Player on the app and order the cards that I'll show you. This budget deck will be under $40 if you're definitely interested in joining as a newcomer to the Fusion World family. So let's start it off with starter deck. You get an energy marker as well. Pretty low energy marker, standard. You could definitely have other energy markers of leaders. You just have to go to the app, or you could go to eBay or wherever you can find energy markers at. So to start it off, you'll start with 2 Kakarot's. Definitely a good card. It's a 1-drop, 5k combo power, 2 attack because it's a baby. But the effect of this card is definitely helpful, because if you start as a first turn player and you draw this card, it gives you the advantage to pick up an energy marker while putting a card back to the bottom or the top of your deck. So it's definitely good. So basically on play, place 1 card from your hand at the top or at the bottom of your owner's deck. If you don't have an energy marker, you place 1 energy marker. So we already know when you go in turn 2 and your turn 1, turn 2 players always start with an energy marker. Now because of this card, you start as a turn 2, so you're not behind. You're basically ahead, because he'll be swinging, but you'll have the advantage of going your 3rd energy before he does. So this is definitely a good card. I only put 2 because I'm trying to keep the deck as of the Bardock crew combo power. So you'll see why I have this set up for. Next up, you'll be playing 4 of the Fashas. 1 drop, 5,000 attack, 5,000 combo. On play, you draw a card. You definitely, every deck must have a draw 1 card power, because it definitely helps your hand size on the beginning of the game. Not sure about on the long run. On end game, maybe, but it all depends on the situation. But this is definitely a Bardock's crew card as well, so you can use it as a combo card for the effect that Bardock, the leader, has. Next up, another 1 drop, going with Borgos. 4 of these, 1 drop, 15,000 attack, 10,000 combo. Just a vanilla card, it's regular. You can use this as a combo power, or you can use this as if you're trying to go aggro on your first turn and you try to swing as fast as possible. Like if you're playing against green, you could definitely use this card to start up the game. Just to try to swing twice, one with your leader and one with this guy, until they awaken. So you have 4 turns, or even less, maybe 2 to 3 turns before they awaken. So he's definitely good. Or you could just use him as combo power, either from your hand or use it with the effect of Bardock when he's awakened. Next up, and this is one of the cards that I was talking about that does not come with the starter deck, but it's definitely cheap to get on the TCG app or wherever you're trying to get it for. You'll be playing 4 of these Bardocks 2 drop. So this Bardock's 2 drop is a 15,000 attack, 10,000 combo on permanent while this card is in battle. And if you have a card in your combo area, this card gets 5,000 power. So basically, either your turn or your opponent's turn, you combo with this card, this gets an additional 5,000. So if you give this card a 10,000 combo, either from your leader or from your hand, he goes up to 30k. 30k 2 drop sounds ridiculous, and it goes either or turn. And then the second effect is on play, add up to 1 card from your life and put it into your hand. So it's a self-awakener as well. So it's definitely a good card to have. And also it's a Bardock crew, so you can use it with the effect of Bardock leader. Next up, Shugesh. Play 4 of these. Playing 4 of these is a vanilla. 20,000 attack, 10,000 combo. Just straight vanilla. It's a fast 2 drop. If you're trying to go aggro on most decks, it definitely comes in handy. Or as you can see, another 10k combo. So this deck is definitely strong by itself. It's definitely strong if you're trying to go into locals with it. But if you're trying to go into regionals and stuff like that, I'll definitely show you another deck profile in my next video. Next up will be Tora. Play 4 of these. So it's a 20,000 attack, 5,000 combo, 2 drop. When attacking, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then look at the top card of your deck and place it on the top of your deck or it's an owner's gray drop area. So definitely this is another card in your deck that manipulates the top of your deck. So this is definitely a good card because now you can actually see what will be your next card in your deck. So by seeing what's the next card in your deck, you can actually discard it or keep it on top. Maybe use it for combo power, or maybe you're going to use it for next turn. At least you can plan ahead. That's one thing you have as an advantage compared to other leaders, that you can actually see the next card to actually plan out what you want to do on your next turn. Playing 4 of these. Next up, this is another card that I was talking about that you can actually get in your your booster box. So you have the Bardock 3 drop secret rare. It's cheap. Right now it's less than $5 to get it. Probably less than that. Probably less than $2. Probably $3. I'm not sure. It runs kind of different. So it's a 20,000 attack, 5,000 combo power, 3 drop. Auto, once per turn. When you use a card in a combo with this card in battle, draw a card, then switch this card to active mode. What's good about this that it's once per turn, but you can use either your turn or your opponent's turn. So if you're attacking 5k combo using the leader's effect or just using a combo card from your hand, you boost him up to 25,000 or 30,000. He restands for a second swing and you get to draw a card. So basically whatever card you use from your hand, you basically replenishing it with the card that you're about to draw with using this Bardock. So this is the definitely, I feel like this is the best card in the deck, hands down, because it really could turn the game around. And when it comes to like the defense on your opponent's turn, if they try to attack this Bardock, he could use the effect draw a card and restand. So they won't be able to attack him again unless they have like a card that pops a battle card off the board. Next up will be the 3-drop Bardock. Another Bardock crew card. Every card right now is Bardock crew except the Kakarot. So it's definitely good because now you could for sure use Bardock leader's effect to combo cards off your deck, so you don't have to like use cards from your hand to lower the hand size. So in this card is a 20,000 attack, 5,000 combo power. It's a 3 cost. Auto, once per turn, when you use a card in a combo with this card isn't in battle, play up to 1 battle card with the cost of 2 or less and Bardock crew in its special traits from your hand. So it's basically saying that there's like a Ginyu, Raccoon to a Ginyu. The only difference is this guy has a swing on combo. So you can either use it in your turn or you can use it in your opponent's turn. So you can definitely manipulate on how many battle cards you can have on the board to basically see what you're going to do next turn. So this is what I like about this deck. This deck has a lot of options on want to see your advancement. So like that, you know what to do for your next turn. Definitely a good card. Next up, this is one of the big bodies in the deck. The Grade 8 Bardock is a vanilla card, 4-drop, 30k combo, 30k attack, 10k combo. It's a vanilla card. Definitely one of the cards that you want to use as a combo or use as an energy unless you're on the late game and you need a big body on the board to start putting pressure on your opponents. This is definitely a good card. Because definitely right now, all the cards that I've been showing you guys is part of the Bardock crew. So you're really going to be comboing a lot onto this deck. Next up will be the boss card. The Bardock, Super Saiyan Bardock. 4 of these. It's a 5-drop, 5 cost, 35,000 attack, 0 combo, double strike, active battle. Only on your turn, once per turn. If you have 2 or more cards in the combo area, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. The big difference between this card and the other 2 cards that says on combo is that the combos don't have to be with this boss battle card. It could be with any card on the board as long as you combo with 2 cards at the same time on whichever card it is that you have on the battle zone. This card's effect activates a pop-up body off the board. The good thing about it is not telling you there's no restrictions. So it's not telling you the card has to be on rest mode. It's not telling you that the card has to be a certain cost. It's just straight pops a body off the board. And imagine if you have more than one of these on the board. So then the effect activates once, twice, 3 or 4 times, however many you have on the board. So just imagine having 2 to 3 of these guys on the board, which could happen if the game is going long. You get to pop more than one off the board. So then you put pressure on your opponent's life, and then he has to burn a lot of cards from his hand. So, and the last but not least, last battle card, but it's a super combo, Son Gohan. Nothing much for it. It's just a super combo. On offense, it's only 10k combo. On defense, when the opponent is attacking, it becomes a 20k combo. So not much to say about it. Besides this card and the Kakarot is the only cards on the deck that is not Bardock crew. But as you can see, your advantage of using Bardock's effect actually comes in handy because you have like about at least 95% of your deck towards Bardock's Cruise Roll. Next up is definitely a great card, but I'm only running two because you're already running a Bardock deck. Two of the one drop field card, a lonesome final battle. So it's a field card that activate on battle, switch this card to rest mode. Look at the two cards from the top of your deck and place them at the top or bottom of your owner's deck in any order. So you can see, you can actually, let's just say you can attack with your leader, Bardock, when he's awakened. Activate this first, right? To see the top two cards of your deck. Either keep it at the top or keep it at the bottom, then rearrange it. Then activate Bardock's crew leader effect to make sure that the card that you're going to use is actually a Bardock's crew card and you get to combo it. So using this definitely manipulates even deeper into your deck. So you have the Tora that manipulates the top of your deck. You have the Kakarot that manipulates the top of your deck. You have the field card that manipulates the top of your deck, and you have the leader. So you have a lot of manipulations to the deck. So, but I'm running two. Only reason why, because everything in your deck is Bardock mostly. So you don't want to get jammed up of drawing these when you need combo power to like end game or something like that. Then the next up, which is a Bardock crew as well, I'm playing 4 of the Resisting Destiny. 4 of these. Another great card. So basically this card, what it does is, on battle, activate on battle, so it could be either your turn or your opponent's turn. Choose your leader or up to 1 battle card and it gains 15,000 power to battle. Then if you have a card in your combo area, draw 1 card. So before you use this card and you try to like draw a card, make sure you combo with a card first from your hand that's a combo card, then use this, then it activates the secondary effect to draw a card. If you use this card and then try to combo afterwards, the effect does not activate. It's basically telling you need to have a combo card on the field in order to activate the secondary effect of this card to draw a card. It's definitely a good card, that's what I'm running for. And like I said, it's a budget deck, but it's looking really strong. Next up, another Bardock crew. A lot of people might not like it, but I love it. I love this card. I'm playing 1 of 4 cost. Is a new legend and it's on the Bardock crew. Activate in main. If your leader has Bardock crew in his special traits, play up to 1 Bardock crew, Bardock, with the cost of 5 from your hand. Alright. The good thing about this card is if you end up having 2 of your double strikes in your hand, on turn 4, you activate this. You summon on turn 4. A lot of people is going to be like, a lot of people already know that on turn 5 is where the double strike starts coming out, not on turn 4. So using this on turn 4 and summoning a big body before they summon theirs, you're already putting the pressure on them. And then if your double strike that you already summoned with this card stays alive for the next turn, you summon another double strike. And then that becomes a problem. Because then you could use the leader to attack, right? Attack board or attack your opponent's life. Combo 2 cards with it. Activate the effect of the combo card of the leader card to look at the top of the card to see if it's a Bardock crew. Or if you got the field card, look at the top 2 to manipulate what's the next card. So let's just say you activate 2 combo cards, then the 2 battle cards double strike effect activates to pop 2 cards off the board. So now you're putting pressure with 3 battle cards that's literally swinging at 30,000 or more to your opponent while they have nothing on board. This is definitely a sleeper. You gotta have a sleeper on your deck. And last but not least, the last card in your deck would be the 10 times Kamehameha. It's a Saiyan card, it's not a Bardock card. And it's a card that you must have in your deck. You can run 2. 3 is great. 2 is okay, and 4 is a little bit too much. Because this is only used for a certain time. and you don't want to draw onto these like the field card when you need combo powers. So you have this card, is activate on main, choose one. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with the cost of 2 or less and KO it. If you remove an energy marker to use this card, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards with the cost of 3 or less and KO them. So definitely, it's definitely a good card to have. I suggest you run 3 of these, unless you got something else that you want to think of adding to the deck. But since I'm keeping this as a budget and a straight Bardock crew, this is a great way to keep it. Trust me, you will compete. You will be competitive going into locals with this deck. I tried it and it definitely worked out. I didn't win all my games, but like I said, you will be competing. You will be competitive. You will be putting the pressure on your opponent, and etc. So definitely play 3 of these. That's the deck profile. It comes out to 52 cards. You could run Bardock to like 52 to 54 if you want. 54 cards. And the best thing about it that you won't be having the clunky deck, because you'll be comboing a lot off of this deck. So you'll be going through your deck a lot. So I suggest for you to run 52 to 55 cards into this deck, and just to make sure that you don't deck out when you're playing against a long game versus an opponent. Especially like if you're playing against like a green deck besides Android, because Android does play fast pace most of the time. But like if you're playing the Gohan, the Brawly, the Cell, decks like that, you want to go aggro. So you want to put the pressure on them. Once they awaken, start shooting for 30s and up, 25 and up minimum. But yeah, you start putting the pressure on them. So this is the Bardock deck. It's mostly less than $40. I'm not gonna lie to you. Get 2 starter decks. Also order the Bardock Self Awakener, the 2-drop that I showed you, and the Bardock 3-drop, the one that restands again after you combo with it. That's 4 cards each, so that's 8, and that will cost you less than most $10. And then the starter decks is some places like $15 to $18. So yeah, it does come out under $40. And hopefully you guys enjoy the deck profile. If you like it and you want to see an advanced profile of this deck, just go in the comment below, put a thumbs up, also subscribe to my channel, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one. Latest.